Hey guys, it's Melissa here. I wanted to talk to you today about expecting good things to happen always. One of the things that people often do is they say, when that thing happens to me, then I'm going to be so happy. The problem with that is you need to be happy now as if you already have that thing. You can't wait for things to show up in your life for you to be happy. Because as we talked about before, everything is all about vibration and frequency. So when you're not on that level, that vibration, that frequency of I already have it and I'm so thankful and I'm so grateful, then you're actually slowing down the progress of that coming to you because you're trying to swim upstream again. You're saying, whenever these things show up, then I'm going to be joyful about it. Then I'm going to be happy with my life. Then I'll be satisfied. And in doing that, it's like, again, swimming upstream. You are placing a contingency on your life and on being happy about having to have something already, instead of saying, I'm going to be happy with what I have right now. And the thing is, if you're saying, I'm only going to be happy when that thing shows up, it's like you're saying you don't expect it to show up. Because if you already know it's on its way and you know it's coming and you're expecting it to show up, then you would already be happy, right? Because you know that it's on its way. And knowing that something that you've been wanting for so long is on its way should make you happy. So if you are not in that vibration of, I'm happy with my life now, knowing that things are on the way, knowing that the universe is working on my behalf, then you're doing it all wrong. You're allowing that want for something that you don't have to take over. So essentially, you're having a lack mindset, whether you realize that or not. You're saying that you lack what's there and you're not going to be happy until what you lack is here. And instead of doing that, what we need to do is get into the habit of saying, I'm so excited about all the things that I already have, and I know there's so much more that I don't even know about on its way. I don't even necessarily say that I'm happy for this specific thing, although you could, but I just say I'm just so happy for all the things that I know are on their way. And when you do that, you're shifting out of having a lack mindset and you're shifting into an expectant mindset in that you already know it's on the way and you're focusing on the here and the now. And when you do that, it's like now you're showing that you have faith and trust in the universe, because before, when you say, I'm only going to be happy when this thing shows up, or I'll be happy when it shows up, or I'll be happy if it shows up. If and when, those are the key words there, because that says that you don't have faith that it's on its way. You think it might show up. And if that does happen, you're going to be so super happy. But you're doubting. It's like you're not trusting that the universe is actually bringing it on and that it's on its way. You are placing this, I don't even know how to word it, but it's like you're not completely trusting that the universe is bringing it for sure. It's like you just think it could happen. It could happen. That's like if you go outside, you could say it could rain today. That's how most forecasters, I swear, that's how most meteorologists predict the weather. They're like, well, there's a 50-50 chance of rain today. Really? Seems like, yeah, there is every day. Like I could do that job. I mean, why say that? Why put it in that way? Yeah, there's a 50-50 chance of it happening. Well, that means that you think that it can't happen. There's a chance that it won't happen. So you're doubting the universe and you're doubting what is coming to you. And we talked about how all the things that you wish to see manifested are in your vortex. That's already there. And your vortex is just your direct alignment with source, with God, with divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Your higher power. It's just your direct connection to your higher power and being in alignment with your higher power. So when you say like, when it or if it gets here, I'm going to be so happy, you're already saying that it's probably not going to happen. You're already saying that. So you might as well say it's not happening. And then when you do that, now you're in a lack mindset and now it isn't going to happen. And now you're calling in more of that not happening because now you're totally in that negative mindset. What we have to do is to flip the script. We have to change our thought and we have to change our energy. And when you change your thought, you are changing your energy. When you change your thought to, I'm so happy and grateful for all the things around me right now and all of these awesome things that are coming to me that I don't even know about, or things that I've asked for that I know are coming. It's awesome. I can feel it. And it is a feeling. You have to feel the feeling. You know the butterflies in your stomach when you get excited when something cool happens? When you want to jump up and down and yell and scream because you're so excited? Like for me, whenever I got into college, there was that feeling. Whenever my first husband proposed to me, even though I know that didn't turn out well, but the proposal, I was super excited about it, right? Whenever my kids were born, it's that excitement. This is the happiest I've ever been in my life. It's that feeling because you know it's on its way. And you may be saying to me, well, Melissa, I cannot have this happy, happy, joy feeling every single day and every moment of every day. Do you know what it's like out there? Have you lived in life? Have you been out there? It's hard. Yes, I know. I know exactly what you're going through. But I'm here to tell you that that's why you keep hearing the same message from me over and over again. It keeps coming up because when I ask the universe, what should I talk about? What do they need to hear? I'm being given the same messages over and over again. And there's a reason for that, because you're still in that negative headspace. You might be doing better, and it is a process. You're probably better at pulling yourself out of that negative headspace. But I guarantee you still go there and you still allow yourself to go there. And what you have to do is not even allow yourself to go there. And one of the ways you can do that is instead of saying, why when these things come to me, I'm going to be so happy. That doesn't cut it because, again, that shows doubt. It's like you don't trust and you don't think it's on its way. Instead of doing that, try, I'm so happy and grateful for what I have. I'm super blessed. And oh my gosh, the blessings are coming in every day and I'm getting more and more of them. And there's more and more coming. And I know there's even more coming. And I just can't even believe all these amazing, wonderful blessings that are coming in. And there's so much. I'm so happy. I'm so grateful. And even when you start to have a bad day, when you start changing your thought like that, the attitude that you have, the feelings that you have start to change as well. They start to change from this Debbie Downer attitude and negativity to feeling a little better. Because when we change our thoughts, that directly affects our climate around us. We are the ones who are responsible for dictating the kind of day we're going to have and how our mood is. Nobody else dictates that for us. Some people let other people dictate that for them, but you've got to get into a space where you don't do that anymore, where it doesn't matter what someone says to you, you're not going to blow up about it, and you're not going to overreact, and you're not going to get emotional, and you're not going to, and that doesn't mean that you're going to like what they say or do. That's not what that means at all. It just means you deal with it, and you deal with it in a rational way, and you don't allow it to spill over into the rest of your day, because it can be very easy to allow our emotions to take over. And when our emotions take over, we've totally lost control and we've lost our personal power because we've just given it up to whoever just came in and ruined our day. So if you ever find yourself saying, oh my gosh, my mom, she just ruined my day, or my son, he just ruined my day, my coworker, they didn't ruin your day. You allowed them to steal your personal power. You allowed them to cause you to react emotionally. And when you did that, you gave up your personal power, because they can come in and push every single button you have. And if you don't react to it, some people, that's all they do. And they do that for a reason. They come in to push your buttons because they like the reaction they get. Believe it or not, there are people in our lives who love doing that. It's fun for them. It's fun to see how quickly they can get you to react. Why people do that, I don't know. It's a power trip, I think. Honestly, I really do think it's all about power, because they've stolen yours, stole your personal power, But if you don't react, that's no fun for them. If you're able to remain calm and deal with things logically and use your intuition and just deal with it and then go on and it doesn't ruin the rest of your day, that's no fun. And you know what happens whenever you play a game and it's no fun? People stop playing. It's no fun for them to keep playing that game if you're not going to have a reaction whenever they try to push your buttons. So those people didn't ruin your day. You allowed them to steal your personal power by allowing them to ruin the rest of your day. But really, it was you who allowed that. So when you stop having an emotional reaction to things, that stops happening. So you really have to be aware of your attitude and your thoughts and how you're letting people affect you. But again, I still feel like so many of you are really not grasping this attitude of, I already have it. It's mine already. And that's really the attitude we have to have. We have to be in the vibration that we know it's coming. We know it's on its way. And it's all about, when you're manifesting, it's about a feeling. How would it feel if you had that thing? How happy would it feel? And I want you to do me a favor. I want you to think about the happiest days of your life. And if you've been a negative person all of your life, you may try to tell me, well, I didn't have very many happy days in my life. And I'm going to call BS, because happy things, good things happen to all of us at some time or another. So you've had happy things happen to you. You may have had a life that was filled with awful things, and it may have been difficult, and I apologize to you for that. I know that's tough. It's a struggle. But your life doesn't have to be that way. Just because it started out that way, it was because you were taught the wrong mindset to have. And you had things that happened to you in your life and you didn't have control over it, but now you do, and now you know you do. And so what you need to do is to, again, change your thought process, change your mindset. So I want you to think about in your life, and you can jot this down on a journal if you want, what were the happiest days of your life? What happened to you on those days? And what I really want you to think about is, how did you feel? How did it feel when you had those happy days in your lives? What was it that happened? So for me, one of my happiest days was the day that my kids were born. And I was so excited. I've waited for months, wondering what these babies would look like and what kind of personalities they would have. And, all of these things, like, would they have my nose or their dad's lips, or what would they look like? And I even would have dreams about what they would look like. And then the day came, and of course it was a little nerve-wracking because, having a child is no small feat, and then twins is just another added stress. But when they were here, after they were born, when I held them in my arms for the first time, I had butterflies in my stomach. My heart was beating about 1,000,000 miles a minute. I was overjoyed. Like, I felt so much love for a being, and I've never felt that amount of love for anyone in my life, not even my then husband at the time, because this was different. This was totally different, and it was so exciting, and I was so happy, and that is the feeling that I want you to tap into. And what was it for you? You may not be married, you may not have kids. What was exciting for you? Maybe it was, here's another example for me. When I was a kid, my mom was a single mom, and so we thought it was a treat to get to go to Six Flags, because we did not have like a super big ton of extra spending money laying around, right? Money was tight. So we would go once a year when all of my relatives would come to visit from Michigan, and we would all go to Six Flags. And I remember not even being able to sleep the night before. I was so excited, and we would stay up all night, my sister and I, talking about what ride we were going to ride first, where we were going to go first, what we were going to do next, and all the things we had to do. And I wonder if they still have this, and where we're going to do this. I mean, we were so excited, like butterflies in our stomach. Same thing when we had our school picnic. We would have rides at the school picnic, and it was always like the last week of school. And you could see them setting up the rides the day before, and no one could sleep the night before because we just knew we were going to get out of school early, and we were going to run to the rides, and we were going to get hot dog and soda and popcorn, and we were going to ride as many rides as we possibly could. And it was exciting, right? It's that kind of feeling, like the days when you had those kind of days. What did it feel like? What I'm really wanting you to do, and you can make fun of my stories all you want because I get that they're kind of cheesy, but those were exciting times for me. Those were exciting days for me. And when I go back and I think about them now, I think about that feeling, that excitement, that I can't wait. It was, I cannot wait. I'm literally climbing the walls. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. That was the feeling. And that's the feeling you have to tap into when you really want to manifest something, when you're really wanting to see these things come to pass. Because we have to be so overjoyed because we know it's on its way. We know it's on its way. And no, you can't live that way 24/7. I get that. And I'm not saying that. But when you think about the things that you're wanting to see happen, this is what I'm talking about. When you're wanting to see what you are wishing to manifest come true, you have to think about it with that kind of excitement, that level of excitement. So even if sometimes it's taking some time out of your day and sitting for like 10, 15 minutes with the things that you're really wishing to see and just feeling that kind of excitement and then saying, thank you, I know it's on its way, thank you, do that. Or it could just be as simple as when it pops into your head that, oh, that job that I really want to get, that home that I'm really hoping for, then at that moment when you think about it, feel that level of excitement. And then again, always show gratitude to the universe that I know that you're working behind the scenes on my behalf to bring this to me. And I'm so freaking excited about it. I can't even wait. And I can't believe that, this is coming to me. It's amazing. Look at all the stuff that you're doing that I'm going to see not too long from now. It's going to show up and I'm going to be so excited. I'm already excited because I know it's on its way. It's getting into that energy of it's mine. It's already mine. It's already mine because it is. It is already yours. When they say that things are written on the stars, they are. You already had all of this stuff coming to you before you even came here. It's already yours. Now all you have to do is just be ready and open and not resistant to receiving it. It's all about that resistance. When we have the little doubt creep in or we say, when it shows up, I'll be happy, that's resistance. You're resisting the thing. And when you're not resistant and when you're open to receiving and when you get in that flow, you're swimming downstream. So eventually you're going to float right into whatever it is that you're hoping to get because it's already there for you. But when you try to make it harder and you resist it and you struggle and try to control what happens and how it happens and you try to say when it happens and you're showing doubt, it's like you're swimming upstream and you're just getting farther and farther away from that thing it is you want to see because it's already down there waiting for you. And if you're just floating along in life, doing your thing and being happy and excited about everything that's around you, you're going to float right into it. Timing doesn't matter. Humans are the only ones who really put time stamps on things. We're the ones who say it has to show up on this day. No, it doesn't. Do you want it to show up on that day or do you want it to show up at all? Because if you're going to give it a time stamp, it's not going to happen. You're limiting what the universe is trying to do. You're resisting it. You're swimming upstream and you're getting farther away from that thing. Get rid of the idea that it has to happen in a certain time. We're the ones who do that, right? We always do that. We make these New Year's resolutions and we put goals for ourselves that in 6 months, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Well, it's great to have goals, but why do we have to put a time limit on it? In teaching, I can tell you that certain students comprehend things in a different amount of time than other students. It doesn't make one student smarter than the other. It just means that it took somebody a little longer to get it, and that's okay. It's perfectly fine. As long as they got it, who cares? And same thing when it's manifesting. As long as you get it, who cares how long it took? Just know that it's on its way. We're the ones who are so concerned about timing. But there's divine timing at work. And there's a reason why things don't happen in certain times. You might not be ready for it right now. Maybe the universe wants to give you $1 million, and right now you wouldn't know how to handle that much money. So the universe is like, all right, I gotta wait a little bit until this person knows how to handle that kind of money, until they're ready for it, and that's cool. Or maybe you want a promotion at your job, and the universe says, you know what, she's going to get that promotion, but right now is not the right time because she's just not ready for it. Or they need to readjust some things in that office before she takes over because that's all messed up and it needs to get straightened out before she goes in and walks into that mess. They really are trying to protect us, and they have our back. And we're the ones who step in and go, well, it has to be at this time. We don't see the big picture. The universe sees the big picture. We just see step by step. We're not always seeing what the end result would be if we were to have it right now. We're not. And I can give you a good example of that. For a long time, I just prayed, bring me my soulmate right now. Bring me my soulmate right now. And then I met a guy, and we just clicked, and it was so great. And he was not ready for that kind of relationship because he had just gotten out of a marriage and was in the process of divorce and was terrified and overwhelmed and everything else of this relationship because it was too much. It was too much for him at that time. And that's the bad thing because it really was mostly about timing with that. And if maybe I, instead of saying, bring me my soulmate right now, if I had said, when it's right, in divine timing, maybe that would have been the right situation, but I rushed it because I wanted it right then. I wanted it yesterday. And the universe saw that down the road, that would have been better, but I wanted it yesterday. And when we get our wish, sometimes it isn't what we wanted because we put constraints on things. We need to just be more open and let go of control about what we ask for. Because, like I said, the universe has our back. The universe knows what we need and when we need it and when we can handle it. So if you aren't seeing the things you're wishing to manifest, if you're not seeing it happen right now, there could be a very good reason. It could be timing. Divine timing's at work because it just isn't the right timing. And that's okay. It's more than okay. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It means there are things going on behind the scenes you can't see, but it's going to happen and the universe has your back. So for those of you who are saying when it happens or if it happens, stop it right now. And I want you to change your mantra to, I know it's happening and I'm so happy it's on its way. And I'm happy with all the things I have right now. My life is great the way it is. All the stuff that's coming to me is just going to add to it. It's great, you already have it. It's already yours. Just start changing the way you see things. It's all about looking at things from a new perspective. Start being in the flow, make your life easier, quit trying to swim upstream, and you will see how much things change. It gets a lot easier, and you'll start to see things just show up too. Sometimes things that are awesome that you didn't even ask for show up. So just be open because sometimes the universe wants to give us things we didn't even think about, awesome things that make our lives better, and we didn't even think to ask for it. All right, so I wanted to pull a card for you before I ended this, and this is from the Well-Being Cards, the Teachings of Abraham. It says, through the corridor of my joy is the pathway to my desire. Most say, when I get that, I will be joyful, but you must be joyful first. You must start with the determination that I will not settle for less than feeling good. And it really is all about feeling, folks. It's all about feeling your best, living your best life. And when you're upset and you're mad and you're angry and you're resentful, you're not feeling your best life. So whatever it is that you need to do, those thoughts you need to get rid of in order to start living your best life, start doing it. If you need to keep a thought journal so that you can pay more attention to what it is you're thinking, because a lot of people start thinking negative things and they don't even realize that they're doing it. It's just a habit. You've got to start learning how to catch yourself. Remember, rewind, delete, and then create a new reality for yourself, because you are creating your own reality. Your thoughts are creating your reality. So don't create a reality where you're miserable, angry, and upset. Create one where you're joyful, thankful, and overwhelmed with wonderful feelings, excitement. That is the reality that you want to create for yourself, because that's when we start calling in all the awesome things that we really, really wanted to see, and even awesome things we didn't expect to see. Isn't it great to get an unexpected gift? Yeah, it's awesome. And that's what's going to start happening when you start shifting your words, shifting your thoughts, and shifting your behaviors. All right, guys, well, take care. I just want to say again, I appreciate all of the well wishes for me that you put on Facebook and the messages you sent when I was sick. Thank you so much for that. That's so sweet. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. If you like this podcast, please share it with others so that they might also be able to be a light and to experience more joy and happiness in their life. If you're having trouble with controlling your thoughts, they're really taking over and you're finding yourself in a place of extreme negativity, you might want to invest in my class, a purposeful pilgrimage. A purposeful pilgrimage. No, it's not about dolphins, but a purposeful pilgrimage. It's all about changing your mindset and improving your daily life. It's 23 daily lessons, things about getting rid of limiting beliefs, inviting more love into your life, letting go of negative thought patterns, just overall improving your life, meditations, tappings, all kinds of things that are there for you. You can do this at your own pace. It's self-guided. The lessons are yours to keep forever, and there are bonus such as meditations, tappings, and prayers that are there that you can use as well. You can also schedule a Reiki session with me. Reiki does not only heal the physical body, it heals the emotional and the spiritual body as well. So we can work on healing those thoughts with Reiki. We actually can, and we can, do cord cuttings so that you can let go of those negative thoughts and things that you're holding on to from the past. You can do a private reading with me or a coaching session with me. When you do a coaching session with me, coaching sessions could include Reiki sessions, they could include readings, they could include past life regressions. What I do is I just meet with you and we kind of decide what you need. What do you need the most and which direction do you need to go? And it is totally tailored to you with your intuition, my intuition, and I tap in to my spiritual guides, to their guidance. And we just kind of see what it is you need to get you on the path to your best life possible. So if you want to work with me, you can book a session with me. If you have any questions about it, email me at melissaoatman77@gmail.com, or you can text me, call me, you can message me on my Facebook page. You can find all of that on my website. Just message me if you'd like more information. I don't mind talking to you on the phone if you have questions. I absolutely don't mind that. And if you want to do a guided meditation, I've got several guided meditations that you can purchase on my website. Once you add it to your cart and you check out with PayPal, it will take you to a link where you will find the guided meditation. That's yours to keep forever. So I have lots of ways that you can work with me. I want to thank you again so much. I love you guys. Keep showing up to my Facebook Lives. It's so much fun. I love doing those readings for you. Have an awesome day. Sending you massive love and light, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.